Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Welcome back to the channel, Papa's Posse. It's Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. And today we have Claw the Unconquered, number one, 25 cents back in 1975. Title: The Story of the Sword and the Silent Scream by Dave Michelin and Ernie Chua. Now, before we begin, don't forget, please hit that like button. And this book is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Let's see what's happening with Claw. He is an outlander, barbarian, quite out of place in the crowded byways of the Ichar throne city of the realm of Pytharia. But the dark man-giant's origins matter little to the feminine eyes that coat his sun-bronzed form with sighful gazes. See, he's looking at him. Or to the curious nods that follow the glittering crimson of gauntlet that gloves his sure and steady sword hand. Nor do they much matter to the skillful ears that soon catch the jangle of gold chain coins carried far too carelessly by one not wary of city ways. But to confuse carelessness with ignorance can be a grave mistake, even in a barbarian, especially this barbarian, for he is Valken, whom men call Claw the Unconquered. If your stealth were as strong as your stench, sly one, you'd yet be in one piece. Still, you settle my pondering whether or not to enter this godless hole. I suppose you deserve some recompense for your efforts. Innkeeper, a flagon of wine and a plate of whatever passes for meat in this den of thieves. And soon, my handsome one, I must say you have a talent for making an entrance. And perhaps after you've dined, there are other talents you'd care to share with. Oh, clumsy wench. I'm sorry, sir. Here, let me help you clean. No, leave that alone. Your hand, like something from the pit, a demon hand. For a moment, the cold-eyed stranger hesitates, weighing the advantages of flight against the emptiness in his belly. And then, caution suspended by hunger, turns back to his plate, unaware that one man's meat can sometimes become that same man's poison. He's the one, girl, you're sure, 'cause if you're lying to old Tarmag, oh no, good master, I swear his hand is webbed like some horrible serpent. Well then, my pretty, in that case tomorrow's sun should find your master a very rich man and a barbarian, a very dead one. Darkness falls, as is its habit, and soon, I'd wager carrion eaters have dined better this night than I, and in more congenial company as we. And then suddenly the darkness is filled with shapes and shadows that lunge with teeth of steel. Teeth of steel? He used to be strong like him. Only to find their intended victim with teeth of his own. Irk! Gods! He's quick as a cat, this outlander. Oh! Aye, but Jarmel's carcass pulls his sword from him, and he'll not escape me. So, you talk too much, Axeman. Huh? Oh! Allow me to cure you of the vulgar habit. And there it goes. You jest glibly, long hair, but we'll see how well your mouth works when your head is parted from your... What? You knocked away my sword like it was a feather. Aye, cur, for I've no love for assassin's blades, nor for the louts that wield them. Oh! And as for you, fat one, never let it be said that Valken is unmerciful, for I shall allow you to live, though with alterations that will make you wish for years to come that I hadn't. But then, you there, hold! City guards. Aye, luck is with you, fat one, for I have no desire to face a dozen more swords this night. Catch him! He's a thief, a murderer. Don't worry, good sir. He won't get far. Phew! He can't get far enough to suit me. But perhaps there's still a way to turn a profit out of all this without having to face the sword of some bull-mad barbarian. Time passes at the portly innkeeper's hurried footsteps take him to the castle Darkmourn, the mist-shadowed citadel where occurs Oculus of the Yellow Eye Lord, ruler of Pytharia. Yes, sire, I'm sure it was him, and he has the dragon's hand, just as you described. And though I know you wanted the man himself, sire, isn't this information worth something? Aye, innkeeper, you've done well. Your words are valuable indeed, as is your silence. Oh, you can trust me, sire. I won't breathe a word to of our transactions. Oh, that I'm sure, Tarmag, because you're dead. Quite sure. Oh, and he gets him. You were wise, O king. That girl, that churl's wagging tongue could have proven dangerous. Aye, Beftung, I need not your sorcery to tell me that. And as for you, Zedan, your blade was useful as always. Thank you, sire. I try to please. Like a beaten dog, silence sinks into the hall, settling softly over the players. 3 grinning conspirators and the leering face of death. A scene most familiar to the eyes of time, for it has been played before. In a day when king was prince and none too happy about it, Prince Oculus, why, oh, what brings you to my... You know quite well why I'm here, Miftung. I grow impatient and sick of serving a king whose weakness drips like syrup from his edicts. You prophesize the throne for me, sire, and I would know when. But, sir, Prince, such things take time. But time is becoming increasingly precious for both of us, wizard. If I make myself clear, I'll get my viewing crystal right away, sire. And so, I see it now, good prince. In 1 week the throne shall be yours. But beware, for the crystal shows another omen as well. A hand, webbed like a dragon's paw. It is the hand of the justice, sire, and the only power that can threaten your rule. No, I've waited too long for this. I'll tolerate no threats. The owner of the dragon's hand must be found and eliminated. For a man of scruples, such a task might have proven difficult, but for Oculus of the Yellow Eye, only one in all Pytharia with such a hand, Krieger of Canaan Wood. And after a short conference with the trusting king, Krieger, plotting to assassinate me, I find it difficult to believe Prince Oculus, but if you say it's true, have him brought to the castle. I'll investigate this matter myself. However, there are many interests involved here, Zedan, and yours would best be served if this Krieger were not to reach the castle alive. I understand, my lord. And so, a short time later, in Canaan Wood, treason, but the king's always had my loyalty. He knows that. Nevertheless, Krieger, you stand accused. Will you come peacefully? Aye, I have nothing to hide. I'll come. A pity that since my report must state that you died while trying to escape. Krieger! And of course, milady, I can't leave anyone alive to dispute that report. Now, can I? Ha! The stillness of the clearing cracks of the shrill of cruel laughter, and sound that fades only with the hoofbeats of the slayer's steed. Hoofbeats leaving behind the stillness no longer compete. For now another sound can be heard, the lonesome whine of an infant left near a stream against the heat of summer's day. An infant with a most distinctive hand. Oh, no. And had the murderous soldier heard that cry and stopped to investigate, he might have witnessed yet another unusual appearance. Hush, child, fear not. Your time has not yet come, for there are tasks awaiting. Tasks that only you, may perform. And you get all these comic books. Anyone you want. Take them. 2 years of research, planning. But in truth, the slayer witnessed none of this, and so merely reported success to his master, who, with the aid of a particular vile potion, was soon King Oculus the First. Years passed, years that saw the people of Ptheria plunged into an era of desolate servitude, a time when blood flowed to fill the coffers of the royal treasury. But even a king remains vulnerable to his fears. And so, why your dreams so truth, sire, there does live another who bears the webbed dragon hand. His name is Valken, though his deformity has earned him the feared title of the Claw. The name matters not, Miftong, for the fact remains there still exists one who would oppose my ultimate domination of this globe, and like his predecessor, he must be located and destroyed. Aye, sire, but you'll be needing more than mortal strength to slay this one, such strength as I can provide with. The Eye of Khan, an ancient talisman that when combined with the proper words, wields great mystic power. Attend Zidon while I instruct you in its use. And later, as the guardsman leaves with the arcane gem, do I detect a hint of self-satisfaction in your manner, wizard? You're most observant, my lord. It's true, for young Zidon was becoming overly ambitious and would not be long ere he desired the throne itself. But if he uses that ancient jewel properly, we may well rid ourselves of two threats with one stone. Hee hee. Shortly in a shadowed Icharian alleyway, they're persistent dogs. These guardsmen, it won't be long before... Who? Easy with that sword, handsome one. Now how can I guide you to safety if you split my gizzard? Now hurry before the guardsmen return, because they are superhero stick-ons. But why should you help me? My master was a cruel man. He went to slay you and did not return. For that I owe you much more than gratitude. But tell me, why would your life be worth something to a man like Tarmag? I know not, girl. In matter of truth, I know little of my own existence, save for the events of the past few days. What? Aye, my past is a stranger to me. I know only that I have a gnawing sense of fate, a feeling that I am to play a vital role in the future of this world. But what role or why I am to play it remains a mystery. Thus is my future as vague as my past. Not so your immediate future, Outlander, for we have arrived. By the seven beards of Soth, what manner of devil's den is this? It was a temple the followers of Cain worshipped here ages ago, until they abandoned their religion. Some say because they became afraid of their own god. Only rumors remain as to what happened to the deity, but you shouldn't worry your shaggy head about it, barbarian, for you'll soon be too dead to care. A trap! I should have known not to trust a pretty face. Come then, assassins, and I'll take a dozen of you to hell with me. Oh, I've no intentions of losing good men to your sword, Longhair, not when I can let a god do my slaying for me, because, you see, Khan lives. Aye, though the fearful Knights banished him to the netherworld, this jewel will focus enough energy to bring him back. And after all these eons, even a god must hunger. Dark words are spoken, and a chill wind lances the thick night air. A throbbing cry that swells to a mind-splitting shriek as the pulsing hell jewel glows, spreading the temple in a blanket of pallid, unhealthy light, a fitting halo to herald the damnable resurrection of Khan, the all-consuming. Gods, the beast's scream makes no sound, yet it tears at my brain. Flee, girl, while I still have a reason left to fight the thing. But, Falcon, you may have betrayed me, girl, but no one deserves such an obscene fate. Clack, my sword, the monster snaps the blade like kindling. Flames of the silent agony tear a claw's mind, even as the writhing slime draws him closer, which raises the question, is it the last remnants of reason, or something more that guides a crimson-gloved hand across the dust-molted floor? That bids metal-clawed fingers to grasp a jagged support rod from the temple's shattered skylight, to raise that makeshift sphere. And what a sureness, inconsistent with circumstances, to bring it down again. Boom! But the torn and bleeding barbarian ponders none of these things. He is merely content to live. And with the awesome knowledge that even a god can die. Soth, even as a corpse, the thing enough to turn one's Valken. Look! Aye, the poor devil said the jewel required energy, only he must never have realized that energy could be drained from his own soul. Well, at least he won't be needing this any longer, and I've an uneasy feeling I will. And will you take me with you, handsome one? Why, so you can betray me again? Oh, but I only help the guards under the threat of death, I swear. And anyway, you'll find I have certain charms to make a long journey more comfortable. What does she mean by that? Right now, girl, your charms mean less to me than a good horse. But still, I wouldn't leave the wretched hag to the tender mercies of Ichiran's soldiers. So come, my destiny awaits, and I already begin to envy those who found theirs. And in the epilogue, some days later, you'd best fill your flask, girl. We've a long way to travel ere nightfall. And why not stay here, handsome one? I'm sure we could find some way to pass the time. What is she saying? This is neither time nor place for... So, I no sooner begin to trust you than you try to riddle me behind my back. Why, girl? Please, you're hurting me. Oh, I'll do worse than that if I don't get some answers, and quickly. Oh, that tree. What? I see, I should have known there'd be a price on your loyalty. Wait, you can't leave me here alone. You'll have company soon enough, girl. There'll be jackals about come sunset, and I'm sure you'll feel quite at home with them. And anyway, I've other things to worry about. There's a reward. An early evening wind curls the sand, moaning the legend of a man without a past, an outlaw of his own homeland, a man of destiny called Claw. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da. That was, there's the date stamp right there. That was Claw the Unconquered, #1 from 1975. Hope you enjoyed that little reading. Now, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Remember, as Papa and the Claw always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.